I wanted to do a quick video for everyone to kind of go along with the video I just dropped recently for the 2.12 update for the MyListing theme. So I'm going to run through just very quickly what this update, how it impacted the club's products and the changes that I made. There's not very many, but I wanted to show you. Plus, we've got a lot of new people to the MyListing Club community. I want to reintroduce everybody to the worksheets because those were impacted. We're also going to look at the starter sites because those were impacted. Okay, so I'll try to keep this short, but again, this is relating to the update that just dropped for MyListing. I did a whole video outlining all of the features and bug fixes, so we're not going to do all of that again. I'm just going to highlight what it is that impacted the club's stuff. Okay, so this first one right here, Explore page added filter by rating stars. So what I did is I went into each listing type and I added that filter. So if we go to dashboard, listing types, and I'll just choose the expert listing type here. We go to the search forms, advanced form, and I just added this rating field right here, drug it over, and I changed the letters because this R here that you see on my screen for any rating, that was like a lowercase r, and it's just a personal preference of mine. I like both of the first letters of each word to be capitalized, so I changed that. But once you do that, it's going to look like this. Well, it's going to sort of look like this. I designed this up. It doesn't look like this out of the box. Okay, so I went in and I adjusted the CSS WP code box. Then we find our Explore page CSS package right here. And if we just do a search in here for ratings, you'll see the code that I added, which is these lines right here. Okay. This CSS package, the Explore page dark mode, has been uploaded and is available from the club. I did the same exact thing for the light mode site. You'll see right here, it's just a little bit of a different design because it's light mode. This is also available in the club. Okay. All right, so that is that feature. Add listing form, character counter. Because the club's add-on for this feature is no longer needed, I have removed this from both of the starter sites. I also went into WP Codebox and I did a search for the word character. And there was one code snippet in a CSS package, and it had to do with the add listing flow, I believe. But just come in here if you've purchased the starter site, or you have one of the CSS packages that has to do with adding and editing a listing. Just come in here and do a search for the word character. If you happen to use WP Codebox, do a search for the word character, and it's going to tell you which of your code snippets have that. Just locate those snippets, go into the snippet, do a search in there as well for the word, and then just remove any lines of code that I've commented and I said, hey, this applies to the single listing character counter. Just remove that code. All right. File field added upload count and size limits. Okay. There's a lot of these things that really amazing features of this latest update, but I did not add them to the starter sites because they are so specific to individual sites. So you can now place upload count and size limits based on like listing packages that are purchased. So that's one. General repeater field, that one allows you to do that as well. Term select, term checklist, and related listing all allow you now to select a package and then set limits. Again, I did not set any of this on the starter sites because I didn't want to get that specific. But what I do want to point out is that this impacted the club's MyListing worksheets. So what I did for the people that are interested, if you go into the worksheets, for the listing types worksheet, this has to do with one update, and that is the search filter options. I added the option to add ratings in there. So if you're a client of mine or you just get the worksheets and you're doing your own project with yourself or another professional, you can come in here and now that ratings option is in there and you can specify that. Okay. The way the worksheets are laid out, I give you demos. So you can see a lot of these demos here and they relate exactly, or they're a one-to-one match with exactly how I built these listing types on the starter sites. Okay. And you'll see that right here. All right. Okay, so that was impacted, and also the other worksheet that was impacted was the listing fields. So if we do a search, Control F, an Airtable for the words package based, there should be three of them here. So here's the terms based. So you're going to get a column for that. Clicking on the informational item, you're going to get some information on what this means. Okay, let's do search again. Here's another. So file based. There's also the one that covers the related listings. And there's one that covers, there was one more, and that was the general repeater. So let's do a search for enable. I'm trying to find it here. Sometimes search can be a little wonky in here. Let's do enable images. Just trying to find the general repeater area at the top here. Which column? Where is it at? There we go. Here it is, right here. So this actually has the wrong one. So this should say package based general repeater limits. So you're going to see me edit this live here. So that's why that wasn't coming up. Okay. So I'll do this for all of the other listing types, but now we should have three unique ones. Okay. So let's do a search for package based. And we should have, like I said, three entries. So there's one for terms, there's one for file, and there's one for general repeater. Oh, so four. So terms, file limits for the uploads, general repeater, and the last one is the related listing types. Okay, so all four of those are in there. Cool. All right, let's go ahead, and I think that is it. Yeah, that is it. So none of this, some of the stuff is just fixes. Some of this is just features that are just general features that don't impact the starter sites whatsoever. But yeah, I just wanted to let you know what I changed, how this impacts the worksheets in case you're interested in the worksheets. If you bought the starter sites or you're using some of the CSS packages that are impacted here, what I made change-wise. Okay. All right. Talk to you guys later. See you in the next video.